Today, we are joined by the hilarious comedian and podcast host, Doug Stanhope. Welcome to On the Corner of Main Street.
Good afternoon, or
Good
evening, or
afternoon.
whenever you put this out.
Thank you. Thank you for joining us here, Doug. I know we had to do this remotely, but we appreciate you taking the time. Where are you right now?
I'm at home. I've been working my ass off every day, and I didn't think to make my backdrop the Plaza Hotel giant 5-foot sign that Gary gave me last time I played there.
You totally should have done that for us. That would have been...
You should have. You have the picture, but the rest of your set looks like this is exactly what a pitch meeting in Hollywood feels like if the network had just let go most of its staff.
This is all you have left. 3 clowns sitting here.
You're really bringing all the glitz and glamour of the Fremont Street experience into a shambles of white and nothing.
I feel very bad about that. I will tell you, we don't normally do our podcasts by video, so the backdrop is normally in Oscar Steakhouse with a martini and a little bit more elegant than this later.
Wait, let me get this right. You don't usually do video, so you have a perfect backdrop for audio?
Exactly.
But now that we're doing video, fuck the backdrop?
Now the backdrop is pretty terrible. You're right. We should have chosen a better location, guys. We're going to fix this. I wanted to ask you, Doug, and this is something I've been wondering about since we realized we were going to be able to do this podcast with you. And I think in our introduction, we talked a little bit about why you are so relevant and special to the Plaza. So when you hear this, you'll understand the context is you're basically the one person we point to as a guy who's been able to make our room successful as a comedy club. And I think you've done at least 6 shows in that room, maybe more now, actually.
Yeah, not as many as I would have liked to.
That's going to change. We're going to be doing a lot more when we can. But the point is, you've just been an amazing draw for the Plaza. But what I really wanted to understand from you, and maybe you can give us some background to this, because you normally do podcasts with other funny people, is what point do you realize you can be a stand-up comedian? What is the process to that? Does somebody tell you, like, hey, you're pretty funny? Or is there a process to becoming a stand-up comedian?
A lot of people are really funny, but they wouldn't be able to do it on stage in an amount of time, in a 45-minute block. And a lot of people that are really funny on stage, you wonder why off stage anyone would have ever told them they should do stand-up. Some stand-ups, and the older I get, the more boring I get off stage. I would say a lot of funny shit. I don't need to.
Right.
When I was a kid, I was always trying to be funny because it was a form of plumage for ladies, or a defense mechanism, or whatever.
Did it work well for you?
Yeah, it worked pretty good.
Nice.
If you have low standards.
But was there a point, what is the process to becoming, where did you start? Speaking for Doug, where was your first gig? How did you get into this? Where did it all begin?